Leigh, you've written a report regarding the pea starch tariff that China has imposed on Canada, and I think for a lot of people that didn't really realize that this was something in process, this probably came as a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, absolutely, especially after we saw China reduce tariffs on many other sectors earlier in the year.
So it's sizable, eh? 73.5% tariff. That seems like something that might pretty much stop pea starch trade from Canada to China.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big tariff that will hit our exporters and reduce the price of those exports into that market or completely shut it off, like you said.
Now, I guess people are probably aware that peas are fractionated, and then we often talk about the protein, but starch is as a component as well. Have our exports to China of pea starch been growing?
Yeah, so they almost started off from virtually nothing just from a few short years ago, and now, growth in 2024 was 288%, like really huge, growing from nothing to, 16 and a half thousand tons. And then again, last year we saw growth increase 45% to, just under 25,000 metric tons.
So with the loss or virtual loss of the Chinese market, I suspect that will make the economics a little bit more difficult for pea fractionation companies, and therefore that probably will have some reflection in farm gate prices for producers.
Yes, that immediately we would think that that'll back off some of our farm gate prices to farmers for going into another alternative market. So be a little more competitive or to find alternative export markets as well.
What does this say about Chinese and Canadian trade relations? We thought we had things smoothed out with the Chinese on canola and peas and beef and a whole lot of other things. And what kind of message does this send, do you think?
I think it sends a message that we have to kind of be cautious going forward. That raises questions about those broader trade relations. That when those agreements were signed, it said through the end of 2026. So to be on our radar, that hopefully not that those tariffs don't come back on other sectors.
Okay, so I guess that's something to be noteworthy that the tariff removal or reductions on a whole bunch of commodities, China did put a time frame on that, and most people just assumed the problem has been solved, but hopefully the problem has been solved and they won't reappear.
Yeah, so hopefully it's a formality that it's automatic renewed going into the new calendar year. So yeah, definitely something that we are keeping our eye on.
Leigh Anderson, thanks very much for chatting.
My pleasure. Thank you.